So the San Jose Sharks trade defenseman Justin Braun to the Philadelphia Flyers for a second rounder in this year's draft and a third rounder in 2020. San Jose clears, of course, $3.8 million off its books after it's just signed Erik Karlsson for $11.5 million over 8 years yesterday. And Philadelphia, meanwhile, continues to retool its back end by, of course, I'm talking about that trade of right-handed defensive defenseman Radko Gudas to the Washington Capitals for the pricier, older right-handed defensive defenseman Matt Niskanen. And so I gotta say, I think San Jose wins this deal because everyone knows they've got to shed some cap space. And Justin Braun is nothing to sneeze at. He's a good defensive defenseman, although he has come up after a bit of a tough year. He's been with San Jose his entire career. I want to say it's about 9 years. And this past season, he had 2 goals and 14 assists for 16 points, and he was a minus 14. So he's not known for his points. But that minus 14, he looked a little shaky in the playoffs at points. He didn't have the best of seasons. Let's compare that to his 2017-18 season, for instance, where he had almost double the amount of points, so 33, and he was a +7. So big difference there on the plus minus side. And I think the worst plus minus he's ever had, besides last season, you have to go all the way back to 2012-13, where he was a -5. And if I rattle off the past seasons before this past one, in terms of his plus minus, he was a +7 last season before that, a +1 in 2016-17, a +11 in 2015-16, a +8 in 2014-15, a +19 in 2013-14. You see where I'm going? So, at age 32 now, and he's a UFA after this season. So, which confuses me a little bit with Philly. This seems to be the kind of package that you give a team when you're looking to fill some spots at the trade deadline, looking for that kind of depth. And I would think that Philly could have given them less, could have given them maybe a second and I'm nitpicking, but a second and a fifth, a third and a fifth, something around those lines. I think that was a little pricey for 1 year of declining Justin Braun at age 32 with 1 year left on his contract. Yeah. So, Philly's defense definitely, defensively, they needed to patch that hole. It looks better with Niskanen and Braun there on that right side. And then Travis Sanheim is the other right defenseman, and then they have Provorov, Gustus Fire, and Hag and Morin on that left side D. Of course, the Ghost has been named in some trade rumors of late, but why not keep him and see what he does? See if he has a bounce back season, especially with this new coaching staff. I think that's what they might do. We'll see. Philly's definitely stronger. It just seems like they gave away a bit too much in that deal, and I'm still wondering about that Gudas trade. Now, San Jose, you might get worried saying, did they get a little bit weaker defensively here? So you have Karlsson, Burns, and Heed on the right side, and then on the left side you've got Vlasic, you've got Dylan. And you've maybe got either one of Middleton, Simic, or Ryan on the left. Now, Ryan's an RFA. Tim Heed he's their third pairing defenseman, but he's also a UFA this year. So we'll see what they pay him. Because they've got Joe Pavelski and Joe Thornton and Timo Meier to sign. Just to name a few. Also, there's Donskoy, who's a UFA, LeBunk, who's an RFA, and they still only have just over $16 million in cap space. You feel like if they want to keep more of this team together, they still might need to send another contract the other way, or sign a bunch of guys for very cheap. Meaning, I'm looking at Tim Heed and Joe Thornton especially, and maybe sign LeBlanc to a nice cap-friendly bridge deal or something. In any case, I won't rattle on here. But there you have it. There it is. Please, I would love to hear what you have to think about this trade in the comment section down below. Fellow YouTuber Twisted Wrister Hockey completely called this trade when he said Braun was going to be leaving. Kudos to you for that. And yeah, hit like if you like this video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hey, if you happen to have any Hockey Geek friends, please don't feel shy about sharing. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.